Let's talk about you. Let's talk about how there's places you want to go and people you want to meet, but you're scared to take that leap. You're scared to take the first step, scared to take action. Let's talk about how there's things you want to do in your life, but you're not working towards it. Let's talk about how you're not taking yourself seriously. Let's talk about how you're letting yourself continue toxic cycles because you don't want to take yourself serious or because you're not. Let's talk about how you could have easily been where you wanted in life, but you weren't willing to pave that way. Let's talk about you. And is not just you. It's everybody. Everybody has their own personal challenges to overcome. But we're talking about you because you have these challenges to overcome, and it's not about everybody else. It's about you. It doesn't matter how people respond or act towards you. It's about how you respond. It's about how you react. If somebody comes up to you and they're the angriest person on earth, if you respond with that negativity, it's gonna spiral downhill. But if you respond with positivity or compassion and love, where do you think that conversation is gonna go? It's not about them. It doesn't matter. It's about you and how you respond. Because ultimately your response or your reaction is going to dictate where that conversation goes. It's going to dictate where you go in life. How you respond to things is going to dictate where you go in life. If somebody bumps into you, you can get mad. Some people will kill that person. Guess what? Now they're doing life in jail, life in prison. Somebody can bump into you. You're like, oh my God, I forgive you. I understand it was on an accident, and you're going on about your day. How you respond to somebody can be life changing for either one of you. Somebody can look at you and say, wow, like they handled that very well. I want to be just like them. It's about you and how you handle yourself and carry yourself throughout life. It's about you and how you treat yourself. There is no need to compare. Comparison is a thief of joy. Just remember, like, you can ultimately choose how you respond to things. Yes, feel your emotions, but we're talking about you. You can feel how you want about the situation, but you have to respond accordingly. Respond in a way that suits your life's goal, your life purpose. Respond in a way that takes you to where you want to go. If you want to be the most peaceful person on earth, then respond that way. If you want to become a multimillionaire, then take yourself serious. Get off TikTok, YouTube, and work towards that. People spend 40 hours a week working a full-time job, but they won't spend 40 hours a week working on their goals. Let's talk about you. Yeah, this is a reality check. Everybody wants to be the next big thing or do something big with their life, but they're not willing to work towards it. Or they will give 50% or nothing and say, wow, it looks like it's not working. I might as well give up. There's a thing with law of assumption and law of attraction and manifestation, anything in life. Even people in religion know this, is that when you work towards something, the universe will meet you halfway. So if you're not even giving it 50%, you think it's going to meet you? You think God, source, the universe is going to meet you? Let's talk about you. You think they're going to meet you if you're not putting in that work? If you don't even have faith in yourself, you think it's going to meet you halfway? You think you're going to meet yourself halfway? How are you going to meet how is the universe, God, source, whatever going to meet you halfway when you won't even meet yourself halfway? Let's talk about you, And don't get me wrong, we all have these issues. I'm speaking from experience and just things throughout life, but right now we're talking about you. We're not talking about me. We're talking about you and the things that you've been avoiding throughout your life because of procrastination, because it's just not something you want to deal with. It's like being in a toxic relationship. You can say, oh, this person is so toxic, they're so bad, or yada yada. That doesn't matter. What does that have to do with you? Let's talk about you. You know that person's toxic, but you're allowing them to treat you like that. Let's talk about you. You know that person's bad for you, but you're continuing to stay in that relationship. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, when you put on this new lens and you gain this new awareness, When you start to see things for what they are, okay, that's toxic. That's negative. Okay, he did hurt me, but he didn't mean it. When you start to put on these glasses and gain that new awareness, the power dynamic shifts. Everything's in your control now. How you respond is up to you. Like at that point in time, what you see out in the world is all on you. So if you see how bad that person is and you're choosing to stay with them, they're not hurting you, you're hurting yourself. Where's the self-respect? Like, like at a certain point, when you become aware of many more things, it's all on you. It's up to you to make those decisions to cut people off. It's up to you to speak up about certain topics. It's up to you to say, hey, I'm not really comfortable with this. Like at that point, it's up to you. It's kind of like how people say, oh, they're a victim of their environment. I genuinely believe them. Like, yeah, like their environment made them. But after a certain time, it's up to you to continue acting like that. Like nobody's telling you you're 30 years old, but you're still behaving like that. Like my sister just started working at a retirement home, and like she just got cussed out by an old guy who just got like one of his toes chopped off, and like these are your grandparents, and they're treating people like this. At a certain age, dude, you're actively choosing to be like that. You're choosing to act like that. You can't just blame your trauma or past situations your entire life. At some point, you have to take accountability and say, you know what? This did hurt me. This did cut my heart into a million pieces. But it's up to me to put it back together. Let's talk about you. You're not at where you want to be at in life because you haven't been taking yourself seriously. So what have we learned? Take ourselves seriously, put in that work, and really work towards what we want. Once we start becoming aware of certain habits and behaviors of ourselves as well as other people, it's up to us on how we respond to those people, to those situations, those ideas, whatever. It's not up to us to control other people and say, oh, you need to respond like this, you need to do this, and that. No, but it's up to you to decide how you want to respond and how you want to react and what actions you want to take and what's suitable for your future, Like, this life isn't about anyone else, it's about you. I've made certain decisions myself, and I've even had family members say, oh, wow, you're so selfish. And it's like, dude, yeah, sure, but, this is my life. This is me. This is my heart on the line. It's my mind on the line. It's my life to live. Of course I'm going to be selfish. It's my life. And I think for you need to start being more selfish with your life. No, this is my dream I want to achieve, so I'm going to put in that work. Be selfish with yourself as well. Like, no, let's put that down and let's focus on what we want out of life. Let's focus on what we want out of this situation. If somebody's angry and they want to fight you, and you make that conscious decision, you say, you know what, I want to fight too. Go ahead. But if somebody's angry and you're like, you know what, I know that this isn't the time nor the place, then it's up to you to make that decision. Take yourself seriously. Be selfish with your desires. You know what, I want this out of life, so I'm going to go get it, and nobody's going to stop me. Sure, people can give you their advice, tell you what they want you to do with your life. Sure. Talk my head off about it. But at the end of the day, you need to be the deciding factor. You need to do your own research. You need to come to your own opinion, your own idea, your own answer. You need to find your own answers through life. You need to say, you know what, I'm doing this because I want to do it. Sure, your mother might have told you, and you went and done the research on your own, and you're like, yeah, you know what, that's what's best for me. Go ahead, right? But at the end of the day, it's your life, and it's your life to control. And I just think you need to take yourself more seriously. This is simply just a reality check from me, Michael. But yeah, let's talk about you, Sometimes you gotta have those conversations with yourself in order to get where you want to get at in life. I talk to myself a lot, so a lot of this is just on my head. But yeah, you just gotta start taking yourself more serious. For me, I just released the business. I've been working on it for like the past year, but I wasn't taking myself serious, and it's like, come on, dude, lock in. So yeah, check out the website. It's called Herbal Paradise. We sell herbal teas, herbal detoxes, herbal, some flavorful teas. Yeah, go check it out. But let's talk about you and what you need to do to get to where you want to be at. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm back on YouTube, and I'll see you guys next time.